Hello guys, it's a warm welcome back to the channel. This is Alpha Omega Daily. Today's video is all about poverty in Thailand. It's not about the gap between the rich and the poor, although that's not a gap, that's a chasm. It's about poverty, abject poverty. And as I said before, I don't normally quote statistics on this channel. I give it to you from my experience. I give it to you straight. The following examples are from what I see, not have seen, but from what I see on a daily basis, and you won't believe it. Poverty in Thailand is rife. I mean, poverty everywhere around the world is rife, but I'm speaking about Thailand, you see, because that's my experience. I'll give you a couple of examples. The Wigwang night market where I do my videos has an abundance of food, an abundance of every commodity that you'd want to think of, and the people who frequent that place have an abundance of money. The people who sell there don't have an abundance of money, because if they did have an abundance of money, they wouldn't operate their stalls from 7 p.m. till 4 or 5 a.m. 7 days a week. But that's not the poverty aspect of it. The poverty aspect of it is the old men who are hunched over playing traditional flutes with no shoes. I'm trying to do this and there's domestic stuff going on around me. In that market, there's old men hunched over playing traditional flutes with rags as clothes, sitting on the ground. And every time I pass them by them, there's more than one, there's about 3 of them. Every time I pass them by, the hand goes out, and you can see by the hand, it's like a leather glove almost. It's worn and torn and weathered and whatever. But that's not the worst one. The worst one is the 2 children. They're scrawny. Their hair it just doesn't look healthy. You know, it's scrawny. One looks about 3, but she might be older. The other one looks about 4 or 5, but he might be older. They have Harry, goddamn. I haven't got the keys. You got the keys. They're inside. The boot's open. It looks open to me. They wear clothes that are ill-fitting. Okay, the keys are inside. The keys are inside on the bed. I'm not going. I'm making a movie. No, I'm making a movie. The clothes are ill-fitting. They wear t-shirts that are 3 or 4 sizes too big for them. Every night when I go to the market to make my videos for the Big Picture Al Panorama, I set up my equipment close to where their grandmother, I assume it's their grandmother. She's old enough to be their grandmother. It's definitely not their mother. I set up the equipment close by, and they always run over to me and I hand them about 20 baht each, and off they pop. One of the things about Thailand is you'll note that young people have kids and they just offload them to the grandparents, and the grandparents just fall in to take care of the kids. And it's happening in this family, my wife's extended family. Her brother and his wife, he's older than me and I'm 58, so he's not well into his 60s, he's into his 60s. His daughter had a kid and they're bringing it up, and the same goes for her other brother as well. Anyway, they're not in poverty, but these kids in the market are in poverty. And I noticed they were going home. I've started doing my videos late. Where? That's where they are. Good boy, Harry. Harry's found his car. Show the guys.
I forgot where they were.
He forgot where he put his cars, and he put his cars in the breeze blocks.
See that? That's our car?
Yeah. Don't put the names up. I'm doing my videos for the Big Picture Al Panorama late at night now, and I don't normally get home till about 2 o'clock or finish up till 2 o'clock in the morning. And the other night I'm back to where I'd set up, where I parked my electric motorcycle, where those kids are with their grandmother. I wasn't thinking of them, but when I got back at 2 o'clock they were still there, still awake, still running around on the pavement while their grandmother was trying to sell rice, little bags of rice. And they run around willy-nilly, you know, could run out the road. There's motorcycles go up and down the path, but they were still there. But she was packing up to go, and she put one of them into a shopping basket on wheels. If you know one of those things, or a shopping trolley that you pull behind you, a shopping basket on wheels, and the kid got into it. It's like a piece of luggage, like. And off they went home. There's another kid who lives in a gasoline station. I'm not going to mention any names of it, but his parents are gasoline attendants or petrol pump attendants. Here in Thailand, you get your gasoline or your petrol put in for you by employees of the gas station. And this kid lives in a buggy or a pram or a stroller, whatever way you want to call it, in the forecourt. And both his parents, in their early 20s, if they are, work at the same pump. And the other employees are all around the same age, take it in turn to look after the kid, like play with him, and if they're not busy with a customer. But that kid is sitting in the forecourt in this kind of heat. Like, this is incredible heat. It's about 40 degrees today. And the fumes, it's a busy forecourt. Of course it's a busy forecourt, it's Bangkok. The fumes of the motorcycles in and out all the time. That kid is inhaling the gasoline and the fumes from the cars and the motorcycles. And nobody seems to care. You see, a situation like that, of course there's charities in Thailand, very good charities, and there's very good charitable people. But for a society to allow that kind of thing to happen, for two kids to run around the market at 2 o'clock in the morning with no shoes on, you know, for a kid to be brought up in the forecourt of a gasoline station, that wouldn't be allowed to happen where I'm from. It just wouldn't be allowed. And it's allowed here. And I don't understand why a country that's so peaceful and so generally the community is considerate of others in terms of their regard for your privacy and stuff like that. You can't raise your voice and blah 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 and this, that and the other. But at the same time, they allow situations like this to continue. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. There's a lot of things about Thailand that just don't make sense, and this is one of them. You know, it's not a criticism. I'm saying that. I know there's no way you could misinterpret what I'm saying as a criticism. This is an observation. And that kid in that forecourt, he was there today. I filled up gasoline today. He was there today. Sitting in his Banjaks buggy. They probably got it off a skip, it looked like. And these people only earn, in those gasoline attendants, whatever you want to call them, they're earning less than $4 a day. I mean, that's what most people earn here. And when I say most, I say the working class, if they're lucky enough to earn anything. And now they're just some aspects of poverty that I see, not have seen, that I see every day, every single day. And there's a lot more. And I am baffled that a country, as I said, that's as peaceful and considerate about other people's privacy, when I say privacy, I won't say welfare, I say privacy, that kind of thing can be allowed to happen. If I want to ask you, if you know of any other examples of this kind of thing happening in Thailand, if you live in Thailand, let me know. If it's as bad where you live, let me know, because I'm curious. I don't think it would be allowed to happen in Europe. I just don't think so. I mean, I've never seen, you see poverty, but I've never seen anything like this. So there you go. I'll tell you one thing that I will allow happen is for you to click that like button, the share button, the subscribe button, do all those wonderful things, and I'll bring you back another wonderful video very soon. Thanks for joining me.